Look who showed up to work today.
Oh, hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki.
Already.
Look who showed up to work today to ship y'all books out. Mm-hmm. We got a beg pleaded pray. Hey, she come to work these days.
I tell you, boy, some people.
We got the beg, plead, and pray that she come to work. Amen.
I am in such an awesome mood. I'm not even gonna let you go.
Now listen. They tell me she's on the docket. Now listen. I pride myself on running good black business.
Do you need some assistance?
I don't want to ask you too much. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate what you're doing by even coming here today, because I know you don't have to be here. So no, I don't want to ask you too much. So I mean, you can just focus on that. Did you need a Fiji? Do I need to?
No, I actually bought my water today.
Oh, good, wonderful. I like when we bring our own stuff. Let me close these so y'all can see. Look who came to work today. All right, on a Sunday. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, man. Because she swears she locked her hair. She swears she got locks. Girl, wait. Let me help you with something. I went to my little holistic store, my metaphysics store, not holistic.
Was it the one right?
No. Out in Conyers.
Why did they go to this one? It's not right here.
I ain't know nothing, but I keep forgetting about that one. So listen, I got my money incense.
Oh.
Let me go ahead and burn one over here and bring some prosperity.
Yeah, come on, I need my palms to start.
Listen, I got my money incense and I got my love kit. I got a love kit and I got my money kit.
Well, I need you to go back. I need a cleansing.
You need a cleansing?
Uh-huh.
We need to go to the one over here because I ain't never been to that one. But yeah, so the red ones are for money. I mean, the red ones are for love and the green ones are for money. So I was burning my money one last night because, we always want to keep a nasty coin coming through here. So let me go ahead and continue to burn this money one, and then I'm going to burn that love one too. Yes, we need a little Eddie LeVert through here. Hey, girl, hey.
So how was your night of writing?
Oh, let me tell you something. Let me get over here and do my little good day thinkers, thought leaders. Because I'm about to go hard into conversation.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Now, don't stop working, though, because you're on the clock.
I'm almost done. You know
hey, girl, you almost done?
Yeah, but writing these, yeah.
I
just gotta,
Let me get out. You interested in the love coming in through your life?
Come on. I accept all love. I think I got my rose quartz stone in my purse.
Oh.
So that I am forever accepting of love.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in my
Okay. All right, so we got the things burning. And they also said, let me tell you what they said. Hey, girl, hey, good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Ooh. I'm Craig the Writer. Come on, plant. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart. And this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. What was this? Crystal says, I'm in my backyard having a cocktail listening to you, Craig. Hey, girl, hey. So listen, I have not brushed my teeth yet. I just woke up. I didn't go to sleep till 6 a.m. I was up writing last night. But see, what happens is when you brush and floss and brush your tongue at night, it's not dangerous. Is it treacherous?
It's not.
You don't even smell it. See, that's why I could roll over and kiss somebody.
Well, let's not. But in theory, it sounds amazing.
Now, some of you who don't brush and floss your teeth at night, girl, your breath smells up like a dragon. You wake up smelling like a dragon, niece. And then you think you want to roll your tongue in somebody's mouth. Okay, so look, let me get this. We got our, did the incense go out? Hold on, we got to get our prosperity going on. Hold on, niece. We got some things to talk about. I watched Black Love last night.
Apparently, one of my friends, his brother is on there.
The gay couple?
Uh-huh.
I know them.
Really?
Uh-huh. You know most of the punks know
I was
each
just
other.
about to say that, but you know, I didn't want to be presumptuous.
You know most of the punks know each other. But now don't y'all say that. If you're not part of the community, don't be saying punks. You hear that? I don't need the community turning against impeccable works because one of the employees is using.
My boss said I could say that too.
She around here on social media talking about these punks out here in these streets, and they looking at me talking about, well, didn't he write these books? He didn't educate her.
Well, if you can say it, why can't I?
Let me put on my. We got so much to talk about. Hey, girl, heck. Did I say good day thinkers? Yeah, I did.
No, you said it over there, but you didn't come
Good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart. And this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. This is Patra. Y'all remember Patra?
I'm on a romantic call.
You remember Patra?
I do. Pull up to my bumper.
Baby, yeah, by way of Grace Jones. All right, now look, let me show you my little love potion. So look, the little love kit. Girl, I should be burning this candle too. In fact, let me burn this candle. He burned everything. Let me burn this candle too. Then let me show you what's in here. Let me show you the serums and secrets. Now, I don't know what this is. She didn't even tell me what this was. What's this?
It's a cone.
What am I supposed to do with the cone?
Kind of like an incense.
That's what I was wondering.
People usually have it like these little round plates, or sometimes they're big round plates, and you sit it there and you light it, and it.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna use that too. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what's in here. So look, this is a bath salt, niece. This is a bath salt. You see them little herbs and stuff, or whatever that is in there? You see these little herbs and stuff? And so this is a bath salt. Now, I normally take showers, but I do have a bathtub in the guest room. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this in the tub. I'm going to pour the whole thing in there. I'm going to pour this in there, and I'm going to bathe in it.
And that's for love or money?
I have one for love and one for money. Same thing over here.
If you mix them both, do you get a love that got some money?
I don't want to confuse the spirits.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to confuse. I don't want to confuse.
Trying to
the spirits.
maximize. That's all.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the tub, and I'm gonna burn the candle while I'm in the tub, or this little thing right here.
Let me go ahead and share this video because I support you.
Oh, I appreciate it. And look, smell that.
That does.
Isn't that odoriferous?
It smells divine.
Odoriferous. This is an oil. This is a little potion. This is the love potion. Now there's a money potion in here too. Now those of you that have been watching for a while, I sent the money spray to several of you because I really appreciate how much you guys supported me. We're not doing that today, but So look, I'm gonna take a little dab of this. Put a little dab of this. And you're supposed to do a little.
Well, now what's that for?
This is love.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And you're supposed to think about drawing it in. Now, they told me that you're not supposed to draw in a specific person. Chelsea said, you tried it last night with the live video, with the recording. I just tried to do something because I knew I wasn't able to go live last night. But anyway, you're not supposed to think about any individual in particular. Like when you do this love drawing thing. Mm-hmm. So those of you that got babies, fathers that don't really want y'all.
No, mine don't want me either.
No. The hit dog hollering. No, I wasn't saying you were trying to draw him in. I was talking to them and the baby's fathers. And you trying to draw him in because you still ain't really let go of him, even though he done told you he don't really want you and he done moved on. And you understand?
Listen, you preaching today.
Right, because it's Sunday. It just kind of comes through me,
I see.
And so, you're not supposed to intentionally try to draw somebody in. So when I was in the metaphysics store yesterday, The lady told me, now you're not supposed to, intentionally try to draw somebody in. She said, because, I had a lady who came in once and, she was gung-ho about this one particular guy. And she told the lady, don't, and the lady was, wasn't listening. She was hard-headed.
As we all tend to be.
And she got the man, she wanted the woman to whip up a potion. She got her potion together. And child, the man, he came back and he started abusing the woman. And they were like, well, girl, we had tried to tell you, girl, So you're supposed to just call in what you want. You're supposed to summon in what you want. Huh?
All right now.
So I figured also I would do this today because, I only gave you about 18 minutes on Friday.
You did. That was quick. I look up and you was home.
Let me go ahead and light our love candle so we can have this moving around too.
Okay.
We want this spirit to move around. And then I need to go ahead and get these books. Nikki is over here because I need to go ahead and sign these books to send these out. Okay, let me put this. She got glitter and stuff all on the top of her. Look at her. Look, she got glitter all on top of her. That ain't dirt, that's glitter. See that glitter? So we're going to have this, and I done put it on myself, and I'm going to take a bath in it at some point. I don't know if it'll be today.
Let me smell what the money was smelling. Please.
Sure. Now don't get too close, because I don't want the money to come to you.
Well, I might be able to be a blessing to you once I become blessed.
Well, what you think you're going to hit the Mega Million or something?
I don't know. I don't play because I don't like losing money.
The only time I play is when it's really big, like when it's like several hundred million.
See, I don't because I know.
Oh,
my
she
chances
smells
go
slightly
down.
different. She's subtle. Shit. Good you sound. Was that a little aggressive? Well, girl, you need to just
I kind of liked it, but I don't know.
Because it felt like I was about to choke you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Girl, you just need to take it wherever it comes, whichever way it comes.
I don't want my hair to block my blessings either. We need.
She
gotta move it to the back.
She really think that's her. She act like that and grew out of her scalp. Oh my goodness. Okay, Patra. Anyway, so that's that. That's my little serums and stuff. Serums and things. So we got our incense burning, our money and love incense burning. We got our oils on our bodies. We got our our love candle burning over here. Now let me tell you all about. Oh, hey girl, hey. This is the original Hey Girl, Hey shirt. All right. Let me tell you about Black Love. Did you watch it?
I did not. I was busy.
What were you doing? You were fucking getting love. Girl, just because it's Sunday don't mean we can't talk about it. Jesus know you.
Oh, I thought Jesus was there.
Oh, you were fucking.
Oh, well, it was long and intense, and I needed all of that. Go ahead.
No wonder you're in such a chipper mood today.
I mean, it does that for you.
I was watching Black Love last night. I can't see the YouTube comments. Let me pull this over here, this laptop. But I'm about to go over here and get these books because I need to sign them.
Yes, you do.
I need to sign these books. So
I'll get the books as soon as I finish with these last couple.
when I tell you, now I'm not going to go into all of it because I did a whole Patreon about it. Remember, you guys have been asking me to, one book is 20. Thank you, Lola. One book is 20, 236. You need the love candle because what, Justin? He said, I need the love candle because so far. What do you mean because so far? Something is a word missing.
Or maybe it's supposed to be like, because so far.
Oh, because so far ain't nothing happening. Got you. One book is 20, 236, 354. The Cash App is TheWriter. TheWriter. Tiana Nicole says, hi, Nikki.
Hi, baby. That's my niece.
Hey, niece.
Hey, niece.
Look, literally. Hey, niece. So, look.
Oh, and thank y'all for those of y'all who did help and sent her some money. We appreciate it.
Oh, that's the one that was.
That's the one. She had an amazing time.
Wait, she went somewhere?
Yeah, she went out the country.
Oh, I thought it was
She
for
went to
scholarship or something. Oh, it was for
for
study
school.
abroad. I knew it was school.
You don't need your charger.
Oh, it's in this bag.
Yeah.
Charger for the laptop, niece. So I was watching Black Love, and listen, I talked about it on a Patreon. You guys have been asking me to watch a show live with you guys on here, but you know I've never done that because I just kind of feel like, well, first of all, some of y'all needy. Some of y'all needy. Look, not all of you, but some of you just be like, Craig, you ain't seeing my comments, and why aren't you talking to us? So I just didn't think that watching a show.
I think if you did it, you would have to watch it first. Hey, Tina, you would have to watch it first or watch it again after you get finished so that you can really watch it. Because there's no way you.
That's
can
what I'm saying.
actually do your
Right, I can't really watch it and be trying to talk to y'all, read y'all comments because I'm gonna be missing stuff. And I'm like, hold on, I need to rewind. What did she just say right there? So
maybe you could do a recap of it.
So yeah, so this is what I did. I ended up watching it last night because I ended up writing last night, right?
Did you write about me? Because I need to start auditioning for who's gonna play me in our movie.
I'm trying to finish this last book. So I was writing in a chapter called Faith. Did you want a little piece of it?
Sure, I would love a little piece of it.
I'm gonna give y'all a little piece of it. Now, this is a good Sunday.
It is.
Because I really don't want to read none of it till.
Well, just give us a small paragraph.
Okay.
Just
from what I wrote last night.
Yeah, just to moisten the palate.
Put a little sugar on the palate. Girl, we might open up these pre-orders tonight. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Because I can hear it now. Well,
Okay.
I pre-ordered like 3 weeks ago, and I still... Girl, the book ain't even done. But anyway, so... I was watching... I've taken a nap. Because you remember I had gone over to Madison's house Friday, and I spent the night because we were taping for the second episode of the Beyond the Bench that's coming out on Tuesday.
Which I must say I really enjoyed.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
And so yesterday... Oliver was editing it and all of that stuff, and then Madison and I had a meeting about the Queen's Supreme Court, and then this show be after lunch before dinner that we're about to do. So I came home yesterday evening. When I got home, I ate a little something. I talked to my mom for a while, for about an hour or so, and then I took a nap. I was exhausted, right? Because like when I sleep at somebody else's house, sometimes, not all of the time, sometimes I don't really sleep as well as I would, you know? They trying to say that my, oh, I bumped your breast again. I'm sorry.
Craig, I know you want this, but I just don't think this would work out. I mean, you're my boss.
And he's strictly...
Nikki.
They trying to say that my breath is so hot that I'm burning your face up. Girl, I'm telling you, my breath is quite fresh.
If it was very harsh, I would ask him to go do
It's
a
not
small
even
thing.
slightly harsh.
I mean, I'm not that close, but I do smell like all of this stuff.
Oil.
I do.
I'm telling you, my breath is nice. I might need a little chapstick. A little lip cream. But the breath is nice. No, this is not pre-recorded, niece. We're sitting here. Crystal Cephas says, thank you for speaking about sitting in the pain of relationships that we need to let go of. It really helped me to let go of that, which no longer serve my greater good. I appreciate you. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. But listen, so I came home, I took a nap. I haven't eaten yet, Nee. She trying to give me this chocolate. See, first thing in the morning.
That's a kiss.
Even though it's 12 o'clock, I'm talking about first thing in the morning.
I was gonna let it go.
I just woke up about an hour ago, but I didn't go to sleep until 6 a.m. When I went to sleep, look, I had taken a shower, I had to situate my situation. And so I ended up taking...
just bring some books over?
Yeah, you can bring all of those words never spoken over, because I'm going to need all of those. And I ordered some more, which they're going to come this week, I believe. So the paid customers are going to get their books first. And then we're going to go down the list of those that were gifted books, and we're going to go in the order in which they're on this list. And then whoever we don't get to, we're going to, I'll send those once the new shipment comes in. But when I tell you, I ended up taking a nap last night. I talked to my friend Tito on the phone. Tonight is my concert. But anyway, I ended up falling asleep. And when I tell you I woke up, it was like 9:45 p.m. And I was like, oh, bitch, I'm about to be up all night. And that's when I ended up getting on the phone with my friend Tito. We talked for about an hour. And then I ended up sauteing some squash and zucchini and, yeah. And I ended up in onion. And I ended up eating that. Oh, thanks. I ended up eating that. And that was it. And then I said, well, I may as well write. And I remembered that Black Love had come on, and I remembered that I needed to watch Queen of the South. Baby, if you're not watching Queen of the South, you were missing some good TV.
I can't get into it.
You can't. I love Queen of the South. Charlethea said that's what she ate last night.
We got some generic waters. I need to. My ice cube's still in there strong.
Girl, are there any Fijis in there?
Nope, but you got generics.
So anyway, I know they killed Tony on the show, but I knew he was gonna die when she said the Range Rover is yours. Thank you. When she said the Range Rover is yours, yes, I'm putting lip therapy on my lips because even when I haven't brushed my teeth, because this belongs to me. Nobody else is using this. Okay.
That's right. And they can't smell your breath, but they can see your lips.
You can't smell my breath. You don't smell it.
First of all, that was just rude. You just don't go around blowing people's face like that.
Look, girl, if we had an HR department, she'd be down there reporting me. If we had an HR department, she'd be over there reporting me.
Not only did he fill on my breath,
but he didn't blew his breath in my face. I think he Me Too'd me.
Hashtag.
He's so inappropriate.
Rita, did we stop smoking this week?
Girl, no. She told me she's gonna stop in her birthday. I think that's like November.
She say her birthday this year, or are we talking about like?
Well, she didn't. Communication is our partner, clarity is our friend. She really didn't specify. She really didn't use specificity.
Okay.
But
she was just real vague out
right.
there. So some birthday, some year, Rita is going to.
Right.
Okay.
So anyway, I ended up writing first. I did my writing, and it was really flowing too. It was coming through me. And so I sat here and, I had one of those moments. I was like, damn, you are writing the shit out of this. But then I had a moment where I got a little nervous too.
Wow.
Not nervous, anxious, maybe slightly scared because of the shit that I was saying. Like I'm writing in this chapter called Faith. And I'm really making the distinction between faith and religion. Mm-hmm. I'm making the distinction between church or religion and spirituality. And I'm really kind of like dissecting certain things and girl, let me give you a piece of that. That's a nice segue to that.
Yes, let's get into it.
I'm going to give y'all just a little piece.
Now, don't y'all start begging for more. He's only blessing us with a little piece. Y'all know, Rita.
What's she saying?
No, because Rita be like, well, we want more. You gave
right.
us one that one time. We're not going to do that today.
Right. I'm going to give y'all a little piece.
Wendy and Rita, we're not going to do that today.
Let me see where I'm going to start. So I start by talking, in this faith chapter, I start by talking about intuition and intuitiveness, mm-hmm. and how that's that inner voice, that whisper, your conscience or whatever. That's your connection to spirituality, to the life force, right? And I talk about that being the thing that you need to rely on, not a church, not a pastor. That's your life force. Okay? So anyway, okay, here we go. I'm gonna start right here. Y'all ready? Faith is an extension of our intuition, our instincts. Faith is knowing that you know what you know, even when there's no proof. It's that undeniable belief in something or someone when there's no rhyme, reason, or tangible evidence that it exists or that you should believe. Spirituality gave us something to hold on to and survive the sail through the Middle Passage. Spirituality strengthened us while working through cold winter months in fields and summer heats across years of slavery, followed by Jim Crow laws and modern-day systems of racism. Religion, not to be confused with spirituality or God, has helped and hurt us as a people. Religion is all that's right and wrong in the black community. This is where my heart started racing. I was getting nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So then I said, religion, like slavery, is a system of control. It's always been steeped in power and control. Religion has always been a tool that man has used to leverage power in order to maintain control over people. And that truth reaches back to slavery. Hold on, I see a little typo. Hold on, these. Hold on, these. Okay, then I say, historically, religion was used to justify and manage slavery.
I was trying to pull it up so I can read the comments.
So anyway, so I say, historically, religion was used to justify and manage slavery. Religion was the only thing that the colonizers allowed African slaves to have. Everything else was taken away: their families, education, and of course their freedom. One of the only freedoms African slaves had was the ability to practice religion, and those teachings were passed down generationally. African slaves were trained and conditioned to fear religion while being encouraged, to practice it. However, they were discouraged from ever questioning Bible stories that they were taught because the stories were themed in their inferiority as a people. African slaves were taught that it was God's will for them to be servants. Today, religion still has some bound mentally in similar ways as slavery. Now, however, we see black people using religion to control other black people through manipulation of Bible verses that seduce people into making sacrificial offerings for a building fund or a love offering for the pastor in exchange for a blessing from God. The church has become a place to hide and judge others. It's a community, in part, that uses the Bible to justify hate, then pretend to be godly. And religion binds many within the church community from thinking progressively. Religion is the excuse some people use to hate, discriminate, persecute, and condemn groups of people they don't understand, such as gay people. Similar to the way colonizers use religion to justify hate and enslave Africans. That's all y'all getting. Now, it was a little bumpy ride. It was a little bumpy ride because this is the first time I've read it out loud. I just wrote it last night.
But that's all right.
Now, if I had read this and written it and I would have read that a lot smoother.
It was smooth.
But I have to say, I think that's pretty good.
I do too. And I think it is going to touch some nerves, but that's okay. It's supposed to get people to talking.
Mm-hmm. So again, the book is called Book of Jewels. And it's called Book of Jewels for Personal Development. That's what it's called. Book of Jewels for Personal Development. And so it's 10 chapters. And the first chapter is called Life. The very last chapter is called Death. But in between those, there's a chapter called Faith. There's a chapter called Love and Fear. Love and Fear, baby, when I say Love and Fear is my chapter. Dating is my chapter. So, but again, for me in this chapter, the main thing is I want people to understand that faith is an internal thing. It has nothing to do with anything outside of you. It has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with the pastor, your church. And I think that's why people are sometimes so wrecked when a church leader, like a pastor of a church, falls from grace, Eddie Long, Jamal
Well, I
Bryant.
think that's more of a, so because, in my opinion, people put their pastors, reverends, bishops on this high pedestal as if they are a man as well.
Yeah.
And then because they've done that, when they do something that is not deemed holy or right or what's
righteous,
their feelings are hurt. But
Right.
if you kept in mind that he is a man just like you,
Right.
just like the person,
and that doesn't take away from their quote unquote anointing,
right?
You know what I'm saying, or their calling in life, you know, to speak and lead God's people. But see, I think what happens is some of these pastors play into this idea that they're supposed to be perfect too, and they try to pretend for us that they're perfect. Because I think, and I've said this before, when it came out that Eddie Long was messing with them little boys, now first of all, that was wrong in and of itself that he had them young boys that he was messing with.
Right.
But let's just say they weren't young boys. Let's just say he enjoyed the company of a grown man. I really think that could have been a seminal moment in the church community. That really could have been a defining moment where he could have led the charge of teaching the church body, the church community, that this sexuality thing, we've had this thing all wrong. Being gay is not a choice. It's how a person is wired. It's instinctive. It comes instinct. But he didn't do that. He cowered, and he pretended that he didn't know what those little boys were talking about. And da da da. But those of us in the community, we've always known. Look, as the straight people say. When I say Madison and I, we holler about this offline. We always knew he was. Madison was telling me a story the other day, how her grandfather, before she started transitioning, her grandfather used to tell her mother, "You better stop doing that with that little boy, he gonna be." That was his way of trying to talk in code so she wouldn't know what he was talking about. And she'd be like, "What the fuck does this mean?" Like, y'all be doing this thinking that little kids don't know. You know he gonna be. But, he could have led the charge, Eddie Long. Were you about to say something?
I think that a lot of times, too, especially, well, not especially, in a lot of churches, they are financed and ran by older people.
Yes.
And a lot of older people are not tolerant of the gay lifestyle.
No, let me help you, niece, because it's not a lifestyle. Let me help you, niece. See, this is how you have to educate. This is how you have to. And I ain't trying to let you have it.
But is that not you living your life?
No.
As a gay person, so why is it not a lifestyle? I mean,
because
educate me, please.
Because being gay is not a lifestyle. Now there are things that happen within the gay community that consist of a lifestyle. Going to the club all of the time is a lifestyle, and that's not specific to gay people, because straight people have a lifestyle of going to the club. But a lifestyle is like activities. So like if I was like going to sex parties, that's a lifestyle. Going to golfing, that's a lifestyle. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's a lifestyle. Going to the strip club, you know what I mean? Those are lifestyle things. Being gay is instinctive. It's just a part of who a person is. When you say it's a lifestyle, and I don't mean you, I mean people period. Because gay people say lifestyle. A lot of gay people, and I'm trying to relanguage that. And I think I talk about that either in this book or the second book. But when you say lifestyle, when a gay person says lifestyle, what you're really telling people is that it's a choice. A lifestyle is I order my groceries on Amazon Prime. That's a lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
I go to yoga 3 days a week. That's lifestyle. But
bad at bougie.
I was giving examples so they would know.
I mean, I get it. Oh, okay.
Well,
I don't mean lifestyle.
I knew what you meant. I just wanted to.
Well, now I can clarify.
Go ahead. Go ahead, niece.
Okay. But because I think that the older people finance their lifestyle, the pastor's lifestyle, the church lifestyle.
Yeah, that's a lifestyle.
They're not going to come right out and say, hey, we need to be more open-minded, we need to X, Y, Z. But what you will find is that a lot of these younger churches, these smaller churches who are, I like to call them hipster churches, they're more accepting. They're more open. Why? Because you have a younger generation. You have people who are more open-minded. You have gay pastors. So I think now it's becoming a little more where within their word they're teaching of acceptance, they're teaching of being non-judgmental, they're teaching things like that. But in them older churches, they're not financed through the young people, they finance through them old people, so they're going to stick to the traditional ways of teaching.
Right. And see, but just to kind of underscore what I was saying a moment ago, if Eddie Long had led the charge and said, you know what, this gay thing, this homosexual thing, the church has propagated this lie about this community of people. We have propagated this lie. The same thing that black folks really want white people to do, to really get to the root of this whole racism thing. We want white people to really acknowledge and own, and then start making the steps or taking the steps to really correct the wrongs that were done in this country. Same thing. If he had taken that step and said, you know what, we've propagated this lie, and the church as a whole, Catholic, Christian, all of that,
Right.
Baptist, we really need to apologize to this community of people, because we've propagated this lie. We've made you all believe that they really can choose this and they could just pray it away. And I'm here to tell you, as a man of God, that isn't true. He could have set so many people free. Now,
but he wasn't free himself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't free. But see, what the Bible say, there has to be a lamb. See, he wasn't willing to be the lamb. Huh?
All right.
There has to be a sacrificial lamb. Now, I may not go to church, but I know the word. Now, I don't necessarily know the Bible word, but I know I know some of the metaphors. See, I don't believe everything that's written in the Bible either, but that's a whole nother conversation. So anyway, the point of this chapter, but it's really light as well. It's not as heavy. That was just the piece that I wrote last night. Because again, in the beginning of the chapter, I'm talking about intuition and how your intuition is your compass through life. Your intuition is your compass through life. And a lot of times, and I talk about this in the chapter, a lot of times people don't rely on their own conscience, which I believe is the voice of God speaking to you. Because we're always so busy trying to talk to our friends and talk to family members. Well, what do you think I should do? No, girl, you need to sit still and let the word come through you. You need to sit still.
Well, I think that's hard for a lot. I'm going to be that is hard for me a lot of times, because I'm so used to getting up, making things happen, and doing what it is that I think is necessary. So it's kind of hard, and then to just sit back. But then I think sometimes everything will come together to force you to sit down.
Oh, trust me, it will. The universe will push you.
Oh, I know.
And see, Yolanda Adams, Live in Washington, D.C. CD, the reason why that album is so pivotal for me is, one, because I always remember that I was with Salim at that time, and that was the CD that he pulled out when he found out he was positive. But also, that became like a CD that I would pull out and listen to when I was at my lowest points. And I remember there's a line in a song on that album called Just a Prayer Away. And when I tell you, she says, stop calling everybody else and start calling on me. That line hit me like a ton of bricks, because I was that person that every time I went through something, I was on the phone call, I was talking to whoever would listen. Yeah. I'd call my friend Angela, because I just needed to get it off of me. Angela, so this is what's going on, and I don't know what to do about this. And it was usually tied to my career or finances, and sometimes it would be tied to like relationship stuff too. But it's like, those are the moments that you need to sit still and really go internal. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think that's part of the reason why people don't chase their dreams, because they're so worried about if they fail, that they're gonna fail in front of family members and friends. Fuck that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you asking people, well, do you think I should move to Ohio? Or do you think I should quit my job and go over here? What you think? Girl, no, what you think? What is the spirit telling you? You sit still. Because and this is why I always go back to that book, The Alchemist, because it talks about omens. I really do believe in omens. And omens is just a fancy word for signs. There are signs that happen in your life that kind of direct you. Go this way, go that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that will be triggered in your life to point you in the right direction. But a lot of times we don't see them signs because we so busy talking to.
Or we misconstrue the signs.
Yes, we so busy listening to other people. Let me get these bookmarks.
At this point, I tell you, I need God to just send a text message like, "Hey,
girl, you need God to do what?
Send a text message.
Girl, sometimes He does. It's through people.
See, I don't ever know. I would need like a serious like that neon sign that says, "Nikki, this yours."
Girl, she needs God Himself to descend. Wait a minute.
I know God is tired of me. I know. I'm just a whole lot.
Girl, she waiting for God Himself to descend from the heavens to say, okay, hey girl, hey, this is what I need you to do.
I done sent you 9 signs with your name on it spelled many different ways.
When we sign these books, or when I sign these books, I put these bookmarks in there. Hey girl, hey. We put bookmarks in there for you. We put bookmarks in there for you, niece. And I sign them, and then we ship them on out. Now, niece, if you order your books through Amazon, which is fine, I appreciate it either way, they don't come with bookmarks, niece.
So don't start writing talking about you didn't get
no bookmark. I'm like, well, niece, I don't remember you ordering through me. No, I ordered through Amazon. Well, girl, did you think I got on a broomstick and went over to the Amazon Center?
And then they want you to
and
mail
handed them
out
bookmarks?
just a bookmark for them.
Well, can you just send me a bookmark? No, niece. Who's supposed to pay for that postage? Us? But yeah, so this chapter is really special for me. All of them, and this is why I'm taking my time. Like, I'm not just stringing you along. Like, I really have to be in love with what I'm writing, and I have to really take my time and think about what I'm sitting still and letting it come through me. Like, I literally. This book is different from me writing about my life. This is just me recalling what happened. So I just need to sit down and type out what happened.
Right.
But with this book of jewels, I gotta really make sure that I'm writing in the spirit. You understand? Like I'm giving you what the spirit is giving me to give you. Okay? So yes, Gemini lady, I gotta take my time. So, but it's coming. But I'm not. Trust me, when I release it, I'm gonna be ready to release it. Like I'm not gonna just throw it out there. Just you know what I'm saying? Like that. And I've said this before on here. I made a promise to myself long before I had ever written a book, long before I was ever doing lives and stuff like that. I promised myself years ago that I would never be one of those writers that just released something, just pumped something out, just because the people were ready to hear something new or get something new from me. Mm-hmm. Like I never wanted to be that person. Or if I was in a book deal where I just put something together just to satisfy the fulfillment or the requirements of my contract, you know, because and this I'm not gonna name anybody's names because I think y'all think I'll be sometimes being shady, but I just speak in metaphors and I'm trying to give you examples of what I'm talking about. But like
you can use my name in place.
Okay. So, like, for example, there are authors that I've read that I've really enjoyed their early stuff, like their early work. But then later in their career, I didn't really enjoy it as much. And it's not because their writing style changed, because it still may have been well written or whatever, but they didn't feel as hungry. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the text didn't feel as pure.
It happens like that with music too.
Yeah. We were talking about that the other day. Mm-hmm. Like when we were listening to somebody's first album.
Fantasia, that's who we was talking about.
You and I were talking about it. Madison and I were talking about it. It's like you'll listen to an artist and their first album will be so fucking good. And you're like, oh my God, this is so good. And then you get to that third album, that fourth album, you're like, oh girl, she making money now. Mm-hmm. She ain't really in the studio doing her thing now. Like she just putting songs together. She just putting something out so she can go on tour. And I felt that way about certain writers, certain authors. Like I've put books out. I mean, they put books out, and like the first couple books, you're like, damn, he wrote the shit out of this. And you're like, this is good. And then by the time you get to that fourth, fifth book, you're like, oh yeah, he making money now. Right. The story is not as, as strong. And I don't ever want to be there. Like 5 years from now, I want y'all to be like, that motherfucker's still writing his ass off. Do you hear me? That's why when Sade put out an album, Sade will put out an album, you be like, damn, where's she been? But when you put that album on, mm-hmm. you like, oh shit, no wonder she was gone for so long. You know what I mean? We're talking about sweet heat potato chips. When I say this is one of my guilty pleasures.
I have some good those.
What they call them?
Grippos.
I don't know what they
You've
are.
had some. Yes, you have.
Where am I supposed to put these? I just
Just sit up here.
look. I can't get to the next book.
So what you're saying is, in this book of jewels, there will be no me. I'm just trying to come to grips with. We're not talking about me.
Girl, no, this book is not about. No, you're not gonna be in this book. You sound like somebody else said that to me. I said, well, no. Did I sign a book for Bridget down there? Oh no, I think that's Tamika and Yvette. I'm sorry. Girl, her and this hair, girl.
This is Tamika. Yvette, yes.
Okay. All right, Bridget Brooks, these are your books right here. Hi, Bridget. Hey, girl, hey. But yeah, so that was my evening. And so I ended up watching, after I finished writing, I did some writing. I really wanted to get over there to watch Love Is and Queen of the South. But I said, no, let me sit here and write. So I sat there and I wrote. And then it was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning when I finished. And I went over there and I pulled up Black Love. And it dawned on me and I said, you know what, I should probably, somebody said, did you get my email? Hold on, I'm sorry. Manny Get Paid. Hi, Craig, did you get my email? 4th time. Oh, he must have asked me 4 times. Manny, what's your real name? And what did the email say?
Manny, the book ain't about you neither. Okay, if it's not about me, it's not gonna be about you.
Gemini Lady said, I'm going to Cash App you so fast for that new book. So I went over there and I started watching. I was about to watch Black Love, and I said, "Oh, you know what? They've been asking me to record."
So I'm about to see a chiropractor.
Who said that?
Onika.
Oh,
For that whip action.
right. So, anyway, I pulled out my device so I could record myself watching the show. So I was watching it, and then I would pause it, and then I would talk about it. Manny, what's your real name? I need to know your real name. I don't know if I got it. Your YouTube name is Manny Get Paid. I don't. What's your real name? So I started watching it, and I would pause it, and I would talk about it, and then I'd go again. You know what I'm saying? It was really good. It was very, very good, Bridget.
I'm gonna watch it. LaShonda, did you already send a payment? We talking about Facebook, LaShonda.
What she said?
What
Will you
said?
send me books 2 and 3? Did you send the Cash App, niece? Crystal Cephas said, I just ordered your first book on Amazon. Hey, girl, hey, I appreciate it. Emmanuel Willis. Let me see.
Yeah, I feel like I just.
You just signed his thing?
I feel like I did. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, we got you. We got you, Emmanuel. It's coming.
We do not ship out on Saturdays, so it'll ship out Monday.
And you'll have it Tuesday, niece and nephews. Because we run a good black business over here.
That's right.
So, yeah, so I watched Black Love, and it was good. I posted one of my favorite clips of the show from last night on my Instagram. I put it on my Facebook, too. And I put a little commentary because, like, and that's the other thing about sitting still and listening to your own instincts and trusting your own instincts, your intuition. Because the clip that I shared, it was Sally Richardson.
And she looks good, by the way. She is aging so
Backwards.
gracefully.
Like, she really does look good. And so, okay, this is, that's Bridget. Those are hers. When I tell you, it's like, she was talking about how their relationship, how they got together, they were dating, and how they kept clashing, they kept bumping heads. And I've said this to you guys before. Your childhood will always show up in your relationship. Your childhood traumas or your childhood stuff, you know what I'm saying? The way you were raised, it always shows up in your relationships. And I think that part of the reason why I crave partnership in a relationship and not just a relationship where you just kind of get together and you just kind of, you roommates and, for me, I crave partnership because I watched my parents get together, and like when it was time to pay bills, like they would lay across the bed. Well, my father would be sitting in the chair in the room, and my mother would lay across the bed. She'd have all of the bills spread on the table just like this. And they'd be sitting there going over which bills they were going to pay. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're going to pay this, we're going to pay this. Okay, then what you want to do? You understand? And she would give him whatever was left over, his portion, and she would take a part. Like, I saw them pay bills. Working together. And when I tell you, as a kid, I would come upstairs and I'd be trying to go in there to talk to my mother, or she'd be like, what you want? Like, they'd be in that room working. She'd be like, what you want? Before I could even get into the room, she'd be like, what you want? I mean, well, I want I'll talk to you in a minute. Your father and I need to finish this. Like,
it was a priority.
It was a priority. And I'll never forget when my mother and father first got married, my father had my grandmother, his mother, my paternal grandmother, on his insurance and, you know, stuff like that, his insurance and stuff for the job, like if something happened to him, my grandmother was the beneficiary. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget my mother told my father, I'm going to need you to change that. Like once they got married, I'm going to need you to change that. And my father was like, well, no, she'll give you, if something happened to me, my mother will give you, my mother said, she ain't going to have to give me a damn thing because you're going to put my name on that paperwork. And if you don't do that, then you need to go down and live with her because you sleeping in here with me, not with her. When I tell you Gladys didn't play.
Gladys don't play now.
Gladys didn't play, niece. She said, no, you're going to put me on the paperwork now. She ain't going to have to give me a damn thing. She said, because you going to put me on the paperwork as the beneficiary.
And money definitely had people acting funny.
Okay. Why she got to give me something? So anyway, Black love. And so on that episode, Sally Richardson and her husband Dondre, they were talking, and Sally was talking about how because of the household that she grew up in and the family that she comes from, what?
She said she sent you her address and Messenger.
Niece. You all were supposed to email me through my website. Those were the instructions, niece. And I'm already at the, I've already given all of the books away now. But no, you were supposed to email me through my website, remember? CraigTheWriterStewart.com. But I've already gifted all of the books now. That's it. But, what was that? Oh,
Sally Richardson.
Yeah, so Sally Richardson was saying that she comes from a family of strong women. And she wasn't used to being in a relationship with a man who was telling her what to do. And she said he didn't have a father figure around, so he was used to seeing women, or he didn't have a model or a demonstration of how he was supposed to be with a woman, right? And so they had dated for a year, or however long they dated, I think it was a year, and they broke up for a year. And she said when they broke up, she said it allowed her time to really kind of step back and see how she needed to tweak her behavior and how she came into the relationship, and that sometimes it's okay to be soft and pink, ladies, and not be a block of ice. Huh? We know that you all are independent, but sometimes a man needs to feel needed. People, period, need to feel needed. And so just because you can, you've been used to being single or whatever, and you're used to taking care of yourself, and you're used to taking the trash out and doing whatever, sometimes a man wants to step up and take care of certain things. And you don't have to always say, no, I got it, I know how to do it. Sit your independent ass down.
Well, you know what?
And that's what she was saying.
Yeah, and it's definitely hard, because I am definitely that person.
Mm-hmm.
But you forget. You're
used to doing it for so long, right?
I remember...
niece? Help them, niece. Help them, niece.
I was touring a school that I was considering going to. Mm-hmm. And I was getting shown around by this guy. He was one of the admissions counselors, so he was walking me around touring. And I remember we were getting ready to go through a door, and I rushed and grabbed the door, and he shut the door, moved my hand, and he was like, no real man is gonna let. And I said, you know what, I apologize. I forgot for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I saw it. You rushed to the door to just go ahead.
Right.
And it's out of habit. Like, it really just is. But sometimes you just have to know.
And
because you're not always in the presence of a real man.
You aren't. But let me tell you what I tell all my female friends. When you're with a man, I don't care if he's gay or straight. Wait a minute, niece, we got to put them in the little packets.
Oh, that's right.
The little pink packets. when you're in the presence of a man, whether he's gay or straight, when you approach a door, niece, you step to the side of the handle. You ain't even got to say nothing. You step to the side of the handle and you let him reach for it. And if you stand there for a beat and he doesn't pull the door, you say, you gonna get the door from me? Or you say, or you ain't gotta say it aggressively, but you just be like, I'm waiting for you to open the door. Or would you mind open the door for me or whatever? I see she didn't sneak one of my pieces of candy when she went over there.
I wasn't sneaking.
I went and got it.
Yeah. It was calling my name.
Tanya Prince, my third book is called So Much to Say, a book of quotes. Let me grab it so you can see it. It's called So Much to Say, a book of quotes.
Right here
No, I'm sorry, I got it. But yeah, I mean,
I'm good.
You know, it's true.
I need to order me some more of those. Those are good.
Huh? Those candy?
Mm-hmm.
Averill just sent me, she ordered me some. They haven't come yet, but she sent me some. Tanya, this is the third book. It's called So Much to Say, a book of quotes.
That's the wrong thing.
It's a hardback. No, that's what I've been using, actually. I have been using those. Because the blue bags, those are gone. I'm out of those.
Okay. But it's definitely hard.
It is.
And I teach Shane to open up the door for others. And it's so amazing how a lot of people don't do it.
Yeah.
Like when he was going to summer camp,
Uh-huh.
for those that don't know, Shane is my kid. But and he opened up the door.
Speaking of Averill, she texted me now. Go ahead. He opened the door.
For some lady and her daughter.
Uh-huh.
And I heard the lady say, like, that's how a man is supposed to treat you. He's
Yeah.
supposed to.
But see, and
That
look.
just made my heart smack.
Speaking of, who's my girl that just asked about the third book? Tanya Prince. Speaking of the book of quotes, there's a quote in this book that says, single women raising little boys are in the position of raising those little boys to be the man they could never find. Faithful, committed, and loyal. You have the potential to pour that into him. All of them qualities that you want in your ideal man, you have the potential to pour that into Shane.
Well, I think that Shane is learning, and I think that
Yes.
too, that's why it's important. Like, he and I, we watch The Cosby Show. We watch Blackish. Like, stuff where he sees black men being providers to their family. Seeing how different family dynamics work.
Uh-huh.
So that's our little thing.
Avrill's just texting me now because they trying to deliver the candy, girl. We on the live, girl. But anyway, I just sent her so they can get through this gate. But yeah, like it's true, you know. So hey D'Antoine, hey boy, hey. Let me see who. Let me get to this next book. You know, I didn't get the talking and carrying on. I can't even think.
That's quite all right.
Can't even concentrate on where I was. But yeah, so that episode of Black Love is really, that first episode was really good. And like I said, they talked about how they broke up for a year, and she learned some things in their breakup, during their breakup, and he learned whatever lessons he, learned when they broke up. And they ended up getting back together, and she said, and they made plans to get married. She said, but they were just, and so in the caption that I wrote, I think on Instagram, because I wrote something different, I think on Facebook. But anyway, I wrote a caption on Instagram, and I said, sometimes a break is necessary. Yeah, you got to do those one each. Sometimes a break is necessary for the health of a relationship. Because sometimes in that downtime when you're apart, it's an opportunity for you to really reflect and reevaluate how you presented yourself in that relationship that first time around. And again, it goes back to that analogy that I always give you guys. Relationships are like kitchen cabinets. Just because when you buy kitchen cabinets, just because when you go to hang them the first time they don't hang perfectly, doesn't mean you just throw them away. Sometimes you just have to sand them down, make little adjustments, and then rehang them. And so, like, for people who say, oh, you should never go backwards, I would never go, as long as the relationship wasn't abusive or in any kind of way, I'm not a person who subscribes to that idea that you can never go back to a relationship. Y'all better stop listening to that foolishness that people be telling y'all, oh, I would never go back. There's a reason it didn't work out before. No, that's not always true. Sometimes you just need to step out of it and reevaluate things, and then come back to it. Aunt Tanya said that marker is working my teeth. said that market is working her teeth, niece. Kevin Bonds, we're signing your book now. Hey, Avriel, did they get in? Hey, Dwayne Boyd. But yeah, so anyway, I did talk about it last night on my Patreon. I posted it up there.
She said no.
I sent you the code. Oh, Lord. I need to change. My access code on my Amazon. So like when they come to deliver stuff. Because they had to change the code. So all of you who thought Facebook,
She
Tiffany.
said they'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Tiffany Smith Bell and all of you who thought that you knew how to get through my gate, the code has changed.
Okay. Who was that said, did you get the package, Joya?
Oh, you know what? I need to go to the P.O. Box tomorrow. We're not doing a Monday night show tomorrow, so I'll check it tomorrow. I'll check the P.O. Box because somebody else is sending something too. So I need to go and check the P.O. Box and do that. All right, I think I've said everything I wanted to say.
Well, are you finished talking about Black Love? Because you keep going in and out.
I keep going in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but they had Candy and Todd on there. I ain't gonna go through the entire conversation. Oh, Marcellus just gifted 6 books. Oh, thanks, Lola. Lola is on it, niece. Hold on, let me go over. Let me run over here. Let me dash over here to this Cash App. But I know Marcellus be on it, so. Marcellus just gifted 6 books. Is there anybody in here who doesn't have any of the books? Any of the books. Don't be talking about, oh, can I get the second and third one? Niece, we're not trying to give you all of the books. We're trying to start you off with one. Can I get all of the books? You'd be like, girl. Girl, you don't want to buy any of the books? Yes, Shamika, you can Cash App me. The Cash App is TheWriter. TheWriter. Just Cash App $20 if you just want the first book. Yeah, she said the first book, so $20. Wait, who is this over here? Look at Tanya Prince talking about, I want the third book. Tanya, you don't have any of the books? Jared Hosea, email me please through my website, CraigTheWriterStewart.com. CraigTheWriterStewart.com. Andrew Hudson said Facebook does it again, gifting books. Go to CraigTheWriterStewart.com. Jared Hosea. Who?
Tony.
We're giving away the first book, niece. We're not gifting second and third books to people that already have books. They over there reading y'all on YouTube. I mean, they're reading y'all on Facebook, YouTube. They talking about, here we go again, gifting books. Okay, Hosea, email me please through my website, CraigTheWriterStewart.com. What you laughing at? Yeah, talking about YouTube, just sit there and beg.
That's what I'm laughing at. She's so shady.
Lord have mercy.
Whew, Chile, honey.
What book was I about to sign? Whose book? Oh, I think Cynthia. Cynthia Majors. Let me tell you something. We are sending books to across this country. We're sending books to Alabama, Illinois,
You sent some to Africa.
Oh, this is North Carolina. Yes. This is North Carolina. I was about to say Washington, D.C., but that says Washington, North Carolina. And the only reason that I know that it's North Carolina is because of the zip code. Because I would have thought that was a typo, but because of the zip code. Charlotte, North Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, Lansing, Michigan, Akron, Ohio, Enfield, Connecticut, Baltimore. Come on, 21213, Bernadette, Sheeran, Elmhurst, New York, Miami, Katy, Texas, Avondale, Arizona. We got books crisscrossing the United States. Oak Park, Illinois, Smyrna, Georgia, Girl, you could have came and picked your book up. No, I'm just playing. Boston, Conway, South Carolina, and Flint, Michigan. We are sending books all across this country. Yes, and when you email me through my website, Hosea, please send me a physical address, not a P.O. box, so that we can make sure we get it to you. All right, this was for Cynthia.
I have to ask you a question.
Oh, but you remember your question or you don't know?
You talking about Candy and Todd.
So Candy and Todd are on this episode too, or this season. And when I tell you their relationship conversation was good too, because they were talking about
Her mama?
No, they didn't mention her yet. That's probably gonna come down the line. But this was the first sit down, and they were basically talking about in the beginning how they met. LaToya Luckett and her husband's conversation was good too.
I like their little relationship, even though it's new.
LaToya Luckett?
Mm-hmm. I really enjoy them together.
Uh-huh. And so, hold on. So yeah, they were talking about how they first met and how, because they had to be secretive at first because he was working for the production company that filmed Housewives and they weren't supposed to be dating. They were secretive at first, and then eventually she said to him, she said she started feeling like she was making too many sacrifices for the relationship. And see, that's the key. You got to know when you're making sacrifices, right? Too many sacrifices and it's not being balanced. And so she was just like, because they were just dating at the time, he couldn't spend a night at her house, right? Mm-hmm. Because she's a single mother. She was a single mother. And so she was saying how she would always spend a night over at his house, and then she'd have to be racing in the morning to get home before her daughter got up for school or whatever. And she said, I just felt like and they were sneaking around because nobody could know that they were dating. She said, and finally she said to him, listen, I need you to tell me what we're doing. Like, either we're going to do this or not. She said, and if we're going to do this, then you're going to have to leave your job. Like, he had to sacrifice his job. And when I tell you, I really went into conversation about this on the Patreon, but all I'm going to say here is when a man really wants you, there's nothing that can stop him. If it means he has to move clear across the country, he going to move for you. And if it means he has to give up his job and go and do something else, you know, in the case of, like, with them. So, you know, it was interesting. It really was interesting to watch.
I've been watching T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle. Because
I can't get into that.
Well, it's not just T.I. and Tiny. It's T.I. and Tiny. Then it's Toya and her household. Monica in her household. Mm-hmm. LaToya Luckett in her household. And
LaToya Luckett is on there?
Mm-hmm. And just, you know, she was just talking about, like, how they met and her pregnancy.
LaToya.
Uh-huh. And, you know, he came with the daughter.
Yeah, they talked about that a little bit last night.
And how, you know, she was talking, she talks to Tiny a lot about that whole bonus parent mode and how to balance it and things like that. It's cute. I thought that it was going to be kind of ratchet, but I've really enjoyed it.
And so, speaking of LaToya Luckett, like, she was saying how when they met, they were introduced to a mutual friend, but over the phone. And remember, I was talking the other day about some of you lead with money, or you lead with gifts, or you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you don't lead with personality. You try to lead with things that you think are gonna hook them or make them interested in you. And you don't have to lead with that, because sometimes, you know, a person can be attracted to your ambition,
right,
and not be attracted to you. They could be attracted to your career and not be attracted to you. No, YouTube didn't gift any books, Nees. Yeah, YouTube didn't gift any books. Avriel was asking that. Marcellus, thank you so much for gifting these 6 books. I appreciate it. So LaToya Luckett was saying that they were introduced. Shamika, who just purchased the book, please, let me sign her book right now. Please go to my website and send me your email, your shipping address, please. CraigTheWriterStewart.com. But when I tell you, she said that they met over the phone and they talked for like a month. And she just said her name was Toya. She never said LaToya Luckett. She just said my name is Toya. And they talking on the phone for an entire month. And he kept saying, send me a picture. And you know some of y'all love to fall for the okie doke. And so she wouldn't send him a picture. And she just kept saying, if you want to see what I look like, then we need to meet in person. Like, we need to meet. They were introduced to a mutual friend. Mm-hmm. And so they were talking. Hold on, let me sign this.
Do I need to create a label for Shamika, or is she part of the list? So we're going to set Shamika's book off to the side until she send that address.
So they finally met him. Well, so before they met in person, she finally told him, this is after a month of talking on the phone, and they really were liking each other. And he said to her, because he kept asking her to send a picture.
I need you to sign and talk.
And I can't.
Okay, go ahead. Hold on.
Because I'm going to mess up. I'm going to end up writing what I'm saying.
Who is LaToya Luckett?
So he kept saying, she kept saying her name was Toya, right? And so he said to her, because I think he was thinking that because she wouldn't send a picture, mm-hmm. that maybe she was ugly or, whatever. And so he said, listen, I just want you to know that no matter what happens, like, it doesn't change what we have and what we've established over this past month, Mm-hmm. Like, there's clearly a connection here. So what happened was, she said to him, okay, well, my name is not Toya, it's LaToya, and I'm LaToya Luckett. My name is LaToya Luckett. And he's like, LaToya Luckett. He was like, 1996, you mean like Destiny's Child? And she was just like, yeah. He said, oh, girl, whatever. He said, I had a crush on you in 11th grade. And so they just started dating. And and then they finally met, and then when they met, like, they just hit it off. But again, she didn't lead with her career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people think they need to lead with that kind of thing to get a person interested. And my thing is, if they're going to be interested in you, they're either going to be interested or they're not.
Indeed.
Who was next? Let me see.
You just did Shonda.
I was going to say, who did I just sign? Okay, Bernadette, you're next up. You don't remember what you were going to say?
No, but it was going to be about...
And I don't have no celery juice for you to work on that memory.
So, out of all the seasons so far of Black Love, who is your favorite couple?
Oh. Not including this season, because it just started, right?
Not including this season. Well, no, you can include this season.
Well, I don't know yet. Because, look, I watched Married at First Sight last night, too. Girl, I don't like Iris.
We on Black Love first.
Okay, then we're gonna come to Married at First Sight. I do not like Iris. And I think she's probably a lovely person, but she is getting on my damn nerves. I'm gonna come to that in a second because I'm already ready to go into it.
I see.
Because I can easily tell you who my favorite couples are on that show. But okay, on Black Love, on this season that I'm watching now, I'm already gravitating to Sally Richardson and Dondre. I'm gravitating to them. In a previous season, and I don't know if it was, they've only had 3 seasons. Mm-hmm. I think it was last season, I gravitated to this lesbian couple. It was a black lesbian couple. And I also gravitated to a biracial couple. It was a black woman and a white guy. Mm-hmm. And she was telling a story about how she had to have surgery and he lived in a whole nother state and he took a leave of absence or some shit to come take care of her. I think that was season 2. And then there was another biracial couple. Them too. You did?
Well, no, Alicia was saying the couple from This Is Us. Because, his
from
wife.
This Is Us?
The black guy.
Oh, yeah, they were on there. Yeah, I forgot. See,
his wife was actually on This Is Us, too. She played black friend.
She played the black friend who helped her with the hair. Yeah, she was. But, yeah, that was one of my favorite couples, too. Their story really made me... Because again, it lets you know that when you meet a person, it always doesn't go from 0 to 60. Mm-hmm. You might have these little stop and goes, these ebbs and flows, and you know what I'm saying? But when there's a connection there, there's a connection there, and you mentally can be moved on, but emotionally you can sometimes still be connected.
I enjoyed the Ellises.
Who is that?
Kadeen and DeVal, the one he used to play pro football.
And she was short. She was so small woman, and he went to the. Was he in football or military?
He was in football, and then he got dropped, and you know he had already purchased some properties, and he had asked like, "Do you want a wedding, or do you want a house?"
I remember them. Yes, I like them too. I really like them.
So I love their love.
Yes.
Right? And they have like this podcast that I listen to.
They do?
Mm-hmm. Called Dead Ass. And each subject, they bring it back, you know, how it ties in to them. But I love their love, and I love their stories, and just hearing about, you know, how their family interacts, because she's Jamaican. And her parents are, well, she's first generation American, I think that's it. Yeah.
Takesha said they're from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lady
But
T. Lady T said, Craig, you're wearing that shirt. My friend Kwame sent me this. Please note that that's on video. Oh, Viola Davis and her husband. Yes, Cola Matt. That was a good one, too. Okay, let me see. Coco JB. Coco JB. If you can email me through my website, please. Email me your shipping address. That's CraigTheWriterStewart.com. I have 4 more to give away from Marcellus. But then my other favorite couple, it was another biracial couple. It was a black girl, and the guy he was white, but he was from like Indonesia or somewhere. I think he was from like Indonesia, something. And they
Shamika,
they
we
have
wait on your
kids.
address. Did you send your address to the website?
Yeah, Shamika, I got your Cash App, niece. I just need your shipping address. Did you send it to me? Because we're gonna sign your fill out your form and stuff now. I already signed your book. Let me go over here. She may have emailed it. But that was another good couple that I really enjoyed. Yeah, she sent it. Here she is. All right, Shamika, we got you, niece, over there in Boston. But yeah, that was one of my. So I think those may have been all of my favorite couples from that series. So, did you have other favorite couples that you liked? Because I'm ready to talk about Married at First Sight.
You know what? It was one couple.
It's-
I can't remember who they were, but they didn't like each other.
Wait a minute, hold on one second. Averill said, Craig, stop giving our books away to YouTube. Okay, is there anybody on Facebook who needs copies of the first book? Because you don't have any copies of the first book. Oh, I like Tina Knowles, Tina and her husband. That was one of my favorite ones too. Yes, thank you.
He's always been handsome.
Yeah, thank you, Alicia, for that. Yeah, that was one of my favorite couples too. He has always been handsome. They said stop giving those books to YouTube. Ooh, is there anybody on Facebook? Well, ain't nobody over here that needs it on Facebook. It's YouTube. Okay, I have 4 more to gift. Are there any other people over here on Facebook that don't have any of the books? Needs. But okay, so what were you gonna say? Because I had paused because Averill.
It was some couple. I can't remember who they were. It was last season. But to me, they just didn't seem to like each other very much.
Wait a minute, which couple was this?
I can't remember. So they was very draped up and dripped out. I remember that because she had on all the jewelry.
Wait, are you talking about and they had gotten together in like college?
And I think they had on like black, and they were sitting in chairs, not.
Oh wait, no, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. I can't even remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the old couples, but they just didn't seem to love nor like each other.
Was he a football player? And then wait. I'm confused who you were talking about a moment ago when you said, "Do you want a wedding or do you want a house?" That I did like that couple. That's what I'm thinking about now.
No,
I did
not
like that
them.
couple.
It was about
The other couple that I thought you were talking about that I also like. Yeah, you're talking about those people. They do have a podcast. The couple that I was talking about, he was in the military, and he had gotten deployed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he
I remember
asked
now.
her, he said, will you marry me? He said, because I couldn't go, and she was really short, and he was a big built man, and they were sitting side by side. That's who I was thinking about.
I'm about to find these people for you. You know who else I like? And this from season 1, DL and his wife.
I did like them too. I did like them too.
Because she seems to keep him balanced.
Okay, Andrew gave a good suggestion. I'm speaking in Columbia, South Carolina on, what is that, the 23rd? On the 23rd. He said gift the remaining 4 to somebody there, some people there. So that's what I'll do. I'll gift the last 4 in South Carolina. What I'll probably do is gift it to somebody at one of them pharmaceutical companies, one of them HIV pharmaceutical companies.
Okay.
Hey, I want to go ahead and offer you a copy of that.
There you go.
Right.
That is a brilliant idea.
That's a good idea. Thank you, Andrew. Very good idea.
Was it Bart and Denisha Scott?
Let me see.
Damn.
Who was that?
They're from season 1.
I don't even recognize him. Oh, wait. Girl, I don't know what I just did. Oh, here it is. Girl. I don't recognize him. He wasn't on there.
It was one of these couple, and I remember she kind of had like big hair. She was light skinned. They was draped up and dripped out.
I don't recognize him either. These people weren't on Black Love. Kirk Franklin and his wife, that was another good conversation, even though I think he... Tamia and Grant Hill, I enjoyed them. You already got her address? My full name is Craig Stewart. Tony. Okay, Coco J says she sent her email, her shipping address to my website. Okay, so that's those are the Jared and Coco. Those are the only 2 that I gave away of those 6. But anyway, but yeah, Black Love is just a good series. It really is a good series. It really just allows you to see yourself through their relationships. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really like it. I really, really enjoy it.
I think that, I don't know. I don't
know whose book I'm supposed to be signing right here.
Well, look at, pick up one of those people that you still have to do.
Oh, I just did Bernadette. Okay, Yvette.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've already done Yvette.
I didn't sign that yet. EY, I haven't signed
that Yvette. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's another one in there, too. But wait, what were we going to say?
Oh. I don't think, honestly, I don't think they make guys the same no more.
What?
I don't think they make them the same. I don't think, like, commitment and a relationship is at the top of the helm with this generation. I don't.
Okay, my girl P. Marcel is ready to gift the book that she owes. It's been in layaway for months. Okay, so P. Marcel, go ahead and send the cash app, please. Thanks. And I'm going to gift it to somebody on YouTube. Solo, the one and only. I have 3 books, niece. I have 3 books. The first one is Words Never Spoken, a memoir. The second one is One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure, a memoir continued. And the third is So Much to Say, a book of quotes. Solo, the one and only, I'm going to gift you the first book. The first one. That's the book that I'm going to gift you from P. Marcel. P. Marcel, can you send the cash out? Now, we can't really sign her book yet until she sends it. She was supposed to gift this months ago. Yeah, Sherry Coon. She was supposed to have been laying away a book that... Oh, wait a minute. Jean Tony, he's watching from Cameroon, Africa. Did I tell him that I was gifting him a book? Because we can't pay for that shipping. Look, did I tell him that I was gifting him a book?
I don't know.
No, I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him that, did I?
I don't believe
No, I said I was going to gift it to Solo, the one and only, as long as he or she is in the United States. We can't be paying for that international shipping. Okay, Solo, the one and only, says he or she's gonna get them all soon. Okay, so who is that? Beauty is within. Beauty is within. Go ahead and email me your What's FTM? What does FTM mean?
Fuck that man.
I don't know.
Full-time mommy.
I don't know what that means. Oh, let me look and see if I got her cash app, P. Marcel. You got the guilt YouTube and the gifting books. you got the grab and twist their arms.
We're not gonna talk about YouTube like
We
that.
talk about everybody. It's equal opportunity around here. P. Marcel sent $18. Niece, it was $20, but okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and do it. Beauty is within. What's your real name? She said she emailed me the last time. If you emailed me the last time, you may already be on this list. What's your real name?
What's your real name? And not your stripper name.
All right. And then they email me, and I'll be looking at the email like, who the hell is this? I don't know who this is. Because y'all got different, your real name is different from your YouTube name. Beauty is within. What's your real name, niece? Because I think we already have you.
Antoine, that's real ambitious.
Alicia Sanchez. Do we have an Alicia Sanchez on the list?
I believe we did.
I think we did too. Let me look.
Look at that list, because you haven't signed a book yet. That's,
What? This?
her name should still be in there.
Yeah, we got you, Alicia Sanchez. Get out the way. Now, who else need?
Trying to take somebody else's
Right,
blessing.
she tried to get 2 books.
Can we, since we have everybody here, we need to start a petition.
Aries
to
Dream
get
Lover.
Love is back on the air.
Listen, Love is my show. Now, I missed that show. Aries Dream Lover, you can
Yes.
have the book that P. Marcel just paid for.
Cheryl comments, welcome, and I called you, ma'am, yesterday. Please call me back, not right now, but call me back this evening.
Aries Dream Lover, I need your real name, though, when you email me, please.
They said ask the man to cover the shipping if he's already getting the free book in Africa.
Girl, that shipping over there to Africa is going to be about $40-some. I'm telling you.
Okay, Wendy, I'll approve it.
Aries Dream Lover, just make sure you tell me your YouTube name when you email me so I'll know who it is.
Facebook said that they will split Africa's shipping. So what is the shipping?
Girl, here they go. Jean Tony. I don't know how much it's gonna be. I don't know them figures right off the top of my head.
I know when you ship that box.
Girl, that was about $200 or something.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be.
No, it ain't gonna be that much.
We'll.
But I seemed like I shipped a book to Trinidad one time. Remember I shipped a book to Trinidad one time to somebody? Oh no, I don't think you were here yet. The book that I'm only saying like $40-some because I remember I shipped the book to Trinidad and it was like $40-some. Now girl, to Africa, look, to Africa, girl, I don't know how much it's gonna be, but Jean
it was only one season. Like, I'm ready to get the rest of the story. I need to know what happened. It ended on such a dynamic.
Coco JV said Facebook got deep pockets, eh? Okay, John Tony, go to my website, please, CraigTheWriterStewart.com, and put your shipping address in there and your real name if that's not your real name. And what country are you in? Oh, he said Cameroon. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and email me from your website, please.
Somebody go on FedEx and give us a guesstimate. I'm gonna go on FedEx.
Oh, Nicole M said, Craig, the smoke from your money incense was wafted all up and through Facebook. Baby, it's working, niece. Wait, is this this is the love one. This is the love one. But the money incense is over there burning.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, that Facebook is sitting right in front of the smoke from the incense.
I wonder how much it would be if we ordered it off of Amazon.
I don't know, but I have some readers in like South Africa. I know when they ordered, it came through like a book dealer. They ordered. I still ended up getting paid. It was like through a third party.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see how much it is real fast.
Sam Smith said, "Can he not order through Amazon? Excuse me, or Audible?"
Okay, let's rate and ship.
Andrew said, "The money is always burning over on Facebook." Oh, Facebook is saying they're gonna help pay for the shipping. Charlethea, Avriel, Andrew All right, so we're gonna ship you a book. What was his name? Jean Paul. Or was that it? John Tony.
Oh.
Jean Paul. Look, Andrew said he just tried to figure out why the money instance does the reverse for YouTube. Shady.
Okay, let me see. We guesstimating here.
Okay.
Because I just put some cafe in Nairobi.
Okay.
Not even Cameroon, just Nairobi.
Okay.
Okay. We'll say about, I mean,
it's probably about, put 4 pounds.
Okay, 4 pounds.
Or 5 pounds, something like that.
We're going to say we're shipping to a resident. Show rates.
Oh, that ain't right. That is not right.
That's priority. International economy.
That ain't right.
Okay, let me try something.
Because I sent a box. It cost about that. We'll figure it out. Realest thing you've seen said it's going to be about $87. That's a lot. Now that sounds about right.
Jean Tony, how about we just, let me see what Amazon is going to charge to ship that to you.
Jean Tony, go ahead and email me because I'm going to go ahead and sign your book now because I'm going to go ahead and get this book over here to Africa.
Well, wait a minute, because if we can just send it via Amazon, we're going to see. Hold on.
Girl.
Which book are we
Words Never Spoken.
Okay. Hold on, niece.
Oh, I need to sign Yvette's book. I ain't signed her book yet.
Yes,
When I say I am starving, niece. EYBETTE.
Okay. So if we add to cart, proceed to checkout. Wow. I was saying, why is it $72? But that's the other stuff I have in my car. Well, okay. So we need city of.
Yeah, Audible would be cheaper, but I don't know if he can afford it. I mean, he would have to pay for that. I can't send an Audible book.
I mean, if he has Audible, I will give him a credit.
How you got a credit?
Because I haven't bought any books lately. I have like 4 credits.
Listen to her.
Okay, here we go.
Yap says she gonna help. What is that?
Hold on. Tell him to send his.
Jean Tony, go ahead and email me your address, please. I need to see it.
Yeah, we need to. Did you sign Yvette's?
Yeah, that's that one.
Okay.
Who's after Yvette? Alicia Sanchez.
Oh man. Okay, now let's get into 90 Day Fiance.
I've never seen that.
I mean, Love at First Sight. My bad.
Married at First
Married
Sight.
at First Sight.
Okay, now I don't like Iris.
And what I
First of all, I don't like her earrings.
Why you gotta be so petty?
I never like her earrings. She wears old lady earrings. Girl, it's like, what are you, 26? Why are you wearing these old lady earrings? And her, first of all, she already dresses old. Like,
Well, maybe she was raised
she clearly was.
by her grandmother. Or
No,
great
her
grandmother.
parents are on there. She was raised right by her parents. But Jean Tony, they said you better read the hell out of this book too. We shipping this book over here. But you know, it's like she gets on my nerves because see, first of all, at this point, and this just hit me last night, I really kind of wait. What did somebody say? Somebody said I'm a virgin too. Hold on. Iris' answer to everything is I'm a virgin. Yes! And like, I really think at this point, she's using that I'm a virgin as like a security blanket. It's almost like a safety net. I think it's almost like her way of trying to self-protect. I think it's a defense mechanism for her. So it's like, well, no, I can't really have an emotional connection to you because then that means that I have to give you my virginity. So it's almost like she's holding this virginity thing as like a trophy or as an excuse not to fall in love or to be open. Mm. And I'm just like, girl, if you talk about this virginity thing one more time, it's like, girl, you 26, girl, your coochie got to be clapping by now. It got to be ready. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you got to just jump.
We got coochie clap back.
I'm not saying you got to just jump into the relationship. But I'm just saying, it's just like you like the boy, you really like him. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I got yours, niece.
Well, if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have sold my virginity online to the highest bidder.
Realest thing you seen says she sent a ring, I guess to Africa or Cameroon or something, and she said that it cost her $30. Artur B, he said warm greetings from Norway. Hey, Norway. Hey, boy, hey. Look, they sell my books in Norway.
Is it really warm in Norway? I don't know. I've never been.
Andrew, right. Aggravated. But yeah, it's like, girl, I'm so tired of you talking about this virginity thing. And it's just like, girl, when are you going to part ways with that? And then that, I don't know the people's name. It's the white couple. She got red hair. Do you watch the show?
No, but I love hearing you guys talk.
She got red hair. What's her name? And she got her husband. Baby, he left her ass in that apartment last night. They are so up and down. Like, their shit is almost toxic.
I mean, it's got to be hard, though. Like, yeah.
But she's a lot. That one with that red hair.
Selena said she a crybaby.
She is. What's her name? Yeah, the witch. She talking about, let's drink the moon water. And she talking about, it has a little, she took 2 glasses of water and set it out on their balcony overnight. Talking about, this is moon water. We're going to drink it in the morning.
It was powered by the moon.
Powered by the moon. And she talking about, so when she brought the glass in, she said, oh, they got a few little particles. She said, but I think that's just from outside. And she's sticking her finger in there. And you know she didn't play with them dogs. And then she in there sticking her finger in his water. And then,
did he drink it?
They both drank it. I said, no, that's just gross. Just nasty. And look, no shade, white people, because I know it's a few of y'all watching.
You see this list? This is everybody you still have to know.
This is why I don't know if I could really date a white guy. Because of shit like that. Like, he would have to be black in those kind of ways. Like, real persnickety when it comes to hygiene and cleanliness. And I'm not saying that white folks aren't clean, but I'm not saying that they're...
I just think that...
With them animals and shit.
I think they do stuff that, like,
we
my
don't do.
boss, she gave me some fish. She went fishing, right, and gave me some fish. But she's also told me, like, her cat brings in dead stuff and puts it on the kitchen counter and things like that. And then I'm just like... And
then they wonder how they sick.
It was a wonderful gesture.
But, you know, like, when I remember... I wouldn't eat that shit either. No shade, white people, but I didn't eat after white people when I worked with them. No shade. But I just know how some of y'all are with y'all. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, when we would have a potluck and the white people... If y'all didn't bring something from the store, I wasn't eating it. I didn't give a damn what it was. Especially if, I baked some fresh cookies, though, niece. Because you probably were playing with a cat and you went over there and you...
Or the cat walking on the counter.
Climbing all over top of shit. Look, I went into the metaphysics store yesterday. And when I tell you, they had 3 cats in there. One of them jumped on the counter. Girl,
that would freak me out.
I had to step back. I don't play with cats like that.
I'm terrified of cats.
Period. Animals. Get away from here. Climbing all up on the counter and stuff. So, like, no shade, white people. But I'm just saying. You know, we talk about black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. This is the section where we talk about y'all. This is the section of the conversation what we get into, y'all, and y'all nasty ass ways. You know, this is why we don't eat your shit.
But it ain't even all the time just white people, because I done seen some of these
Oh,
people that call
trust.
themselves these little chefs that be on lives and stuff doing stuff, and they just do some really disgusting shit too.
Trust. And look, I saw y'all comments where y'all were reading La Bonet too the other day, talking about she was playing in her hair and then touching the food. Now, I didn't see that because I would have stopped her. But what I would say is, overall, she's very clean. Like, I didn't catch her doing that, but I was moving around quite a bit. So I didn't see her every move.
I know I was waiting on my invite for dinner. I kept asking and it never.
I didn't see it. And then, like, what happened was, La Bonet and I had planned on doing it.
I know, but I had asked when I was over here
When?
the week before.
Well, why didn't you just come? I didn't know you had asked. You had asked when you were over here the week before, and what happened?
What time should I be here?
Oh, you could have come. Well, what did I say?
You didn't. You moved to something else. That's
And so you thought I was being funny. You thought I was being funny? I probably wasn't paying attention. Who was that? Antoinette? I wasn't paying attention. You could have come.
9 years after the fact.
I wasn't even thinking. But look at them putting cats and dogs all up on in the YouTube. Yes, it was the one in Conyers, the metaphysics store that I went to. And so
Should have told me you was going. I got a whole list of stuff I need. I need some Florida water.
what is that?
It's just that Florida water.
Oh yeah, I heard Madison talking about that
Yeah, they
before.
say Florida water got some good cleansing stuff, because I need to get whatever is on me. I done talked to God and Jesus and the ancestors and the universe and the great
Girl, what I tell you?
Oz.
Girl, what I tell you at the beginning of this video, girl? Sit still, niece.
I have been sitting still. I ain't been doing nothing.
She go looking for an outlet, girl. It's within, honey. What did Dorothy say in the Wizard of Oz? You had it all along.
Well, tell me how to access it, because I think mine is locked. Whatever it is, it's locked. I forgot the password.
Girl, that lady might still have a root on you.
It's possible.
But anyway, back to what I was saying about white people and their nasty ways.
But Alicia, when I stay home, then he be talking about I don't come and do my job, so I can't just sit.
And look, Lachelle, when you walk into the metaphysics store, this particular one, it's a big fat ass cat, and it be right there. As soon as you open the door, she be laying right there in the carpet. And every time I go in there, I forget that damn cat is in there. I'm like, oh. It's like, oh, fat ass. Like, she big, like, she just fat. And she, like, shades of black and white and, like, brown. But yesterday, it was a black one running around in there, all black. But I don't get into, like, superstition and stuff like that. But anyway, the cat jumped up on the counter, like, we looking at the stuff. I'm like, girl, move. But they had something that you put in your bag or your purse or whatever. I can't remember what it was called. But you keep it in your bag, and they were saying that it keeps money coming to you. And I started to get one to put in like my gym bag, like or my duffel bag, like when I'm traveling or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I didn't get one because I felt like I had already got enough stuff.
Well, we're gonna have to send Maddie to the store because we got to get a whole list of stuff.
We're gonna go to this one over here you were talking about. Okay. But the thing is, back to Married at First Sight, she gets on my nerves. That Iris. Rising Star. Well, can you send me some Florida water? I don't know if that's something you can really mail, though, huh?
It's in a bottle.
Oh, it's in a bottle?
Mm-hmm.
And what is Florida water supposed to do?
It's supposed to help cleanse.
Cleanse
I
what?
need a good cleansing. Because I never got the cleansing from the last little lady.
No, this was in Conyers. The one that I went to was in Conyers. L. Walker said, Craig, how come I didn't know you were on live? Your YouTube notifications didn't go off.
Why are you looking all the way up there to read the
right, in the computer right here.
And I'm doing it too. Like what?
Right. I don't know why I was looking way over there. So the Florida water is for cleansing. So what you do, spray it on yourself or what?
Yeah, and you can add it to like your bath water.
So I guess I need to take more baths.
I mean, it wasn't necessary.
I shower.
Okay. And just take a bath every day.
It's something nasty about getting in the tub and that dirty water all in
well,
there.
then that's why you're supposed to shower after.
Oh, I do. But see, some of y'all get in that dirty water, y'all bathe and you rinse off, and then you stand right up and that dirt collect right back on you, and then you dry off and get out. No, you're supposed to shower after.
Indeed, you are.
Y'all nasty.
Tony, how's she doing? Is she winning? She said Serena playing.
Crystal says she got 2 female coworkers where their dogs sleep in the bed with them. That's nasty too. That's gross. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Oh, Rising Star said she's gonna send me some Florida water. Yeah, the PO box information is down there.
Well, Rising Star, if you don't want me using his because I am going to, can you send me some too? And I can cash app you.
Oh, you gonna use mine? Oh, okay. In this, I said I was gonna. Oh, I don't have no more books. I'm gonna have to send this when they come, when the next batch comes.
Okay, well, I need you to sign these 5.
Sign these?
These
I don't have none. That's what I just said. You weren't listening?
Oh, okay. I didn't know all of these were getting the first because I see the second book and the third book right there.
No.
So I figured somebody was getting a third book.
So I have another batch coming in. How many is that? Oh, no, right here.
No, hold on.
No, this.
I know. Hold on 1 second. I thought.
What?
Hold on. Hold that thought. Just hold it. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm listening.
You fucking up the church's money.
I'm not fucking up nothing. They are. Hold on.
Look, Andrew Hudson said, can you just take water out of the faucet in Florida?
I knew we.
What?
We already had one for Shamika. So I filled out 2 because she wasn't patient.
Well, that's okay. This is just this.
I know. But you know, those ones hard to come back because they stopped it. Remember?
Girl, as long as we ain't signed 2 books, that's all. That's fine.
Y'all got to be patient.
Right.
Okay, so now we're down to 4.
So it's just 4 there?
Yeah.
And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 8 more. So I have 8 more. So 8 of you are not going to get your books Tuesday because I'm
Do we need to let them know so that they don't start acting all
right. So
Teresa Bellamy, not this time.
Yeah, you're on standby.
Yes.
So in the book, you're going to get your book, but when the new shipment comes.
Lexi Walker, not this time. And Sierra Penn.
And then
not this time. And Stephanie
Clements.
Is that a Clements? Clements, not
and
this
then
time.
Jacqueline Blackwell.
Not this time.
No, we already got her.
Miss Impatient.
And then Hosea. So you'll get your books once the new shipment comes in, which I should have it. What's today's date?
The 11th.
I think they're coming the end of next week. I think. Don't quote me though. But yeah, so we'll get those to you. And then where's Jean Tony over there in Africa, Cameroon? We need you to go ahead and email me.
We trying to see something. We trying to help you out.
Right, we're trying to help you, niece or nephew. All right, listen. I'm about to get off here because I'm ravenous. I'm starving. And then the 4 books that the other 4 books that Marcellus gifted, I'm gonna go ahead and give those away when I go to Columbia.
Okay.
I'll give those away to somebody, probably some health professionals, and maybe that'll. Yeah, I'm giving the last 4 in South Carolina. Anyway, so listen. You guys have an amazing Sunday. And we'll talk to you next time. Now, we're not doing a Monday night show tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow because I may write tomorrow.
Okay.
Niece. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Hey, girl, hey.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Oh, YouTube, y'all almost fell.